Greetings! I'm Rodger Newbold, the host of Experience Photography's video podcast episode number 67. And welcome to Studio One North. My great friend, my partner, splendid photographer, and editor for this episode is Mr. Matt Rich. Matt, is the lightning of inspiration striking us today?
Yes.
All right, excellent. In our past couple of episodes, we spoke about immersing ourselves, understanding our purpose, in creating and striving for a more imaginative point of view. Today we conclude with, why would we want to fabricate the best person we can become? Well, by definition, art is the expression or application of the human creative skill, and it is clarified by an active imagination. It typically materializes in a visual form, such as photography, painting, or sculpture. It produces works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or stirring emotional power. Now, I know, artists are often portrayed in films and books as tortured geniuses or starving, self-destructive, cavorting on the brink of madness. Well, this leads to the belief that to make art, one must be either a shattered heap or that the art is so powerful it just absolutely devours us. It overwhelms and fractures the maker. Now, we believe neither of these generalizations are true. If it were so, it would be very discouraging to those wishing to produce an artful statement. Art would be seen as, treacherous, and therefore it would just simply vanish and disappear. Which, by the way, it has not. There are a wide range of artistic temperaments rambling about the earth, many striving to apply their own unique slant on what they observe. Justly, they all deserve a chance to be viewed. Whether you call yourself an artist or purely one with a camera, if you are intentionally attempting to produce skilled and imaginative works, I don't think the designation really matters. Everyone must work in their own way and learn at their own pace. It's not a case of joyful passion versus tortured compulsion. Neither makes the finished image better or worse. Eventually, what is foremost is that the creator of the work is endeavoring to do it as thoughtful and moving as possible. Let's take a look. This is an attempt at something thoughtful in the commonplace. It came from being immersed in the tips of Vlog 65 and 66. For those desirous of making better photographs, we have come to the conclusion that the hardware, the camera system, the lenses, whatever you used, is less important than fashioning a contemplative idea. Generating photos primarily for their beauty or their stirring emotional power and our own personal development should be our main concern. Advancing our personal skills along with fostering great understanding, we believe is a most worthy goal. Now let me share a story with you. Lang Wei, an artist renowned for her, extraordinary talent and a profound sense of beauty. She lived in a quiet town. Her studio, really cute little place, perched atop a hill where the sunlight painted golden strokes across her canvases as she worked. Now, her work combined, traditional Asian techniques with bold contemporary elements, and that created pieces that just seemed to breathe life. Here's an example of one, the koi fish. One day, a wealthy client approached her. He had seen some of her paintings in an exhibition and was enchanted by her ability to capture the soul of the scene. He commissioned her to paint a large piece for the grand entryway of his mansion, a depiction of koi fish swimming in a garden pond, surrounded by blossoming lotus flowers. Now, Lang Wei spent weeks immersed in her work. She visited the ponds at dawn. She photographed the koi as they glided through the water. She researched the cultural symbolism of the koi fish, incorporating elements that represented, perseverance, prosperity, and harmony. Layer by layer, the brush danced across the canvas, bringing the scene to life in a way that almost felt magical. When the painting was complete, Lang Wei invited her client to the studio to unveil the masterpiece. His eyes widened as he stared at the swirling shades of blue and gold and crimson. Each koi meticulously detailed, each lotus flower dedicated and delicate as if touched by the morning dew. Then came the silence. Client cleared his throat. Well, it's totally breathtaking, Ms. Lang. But I must say, the price you quoted, $30,000, is a little excessive, isn't it? After all, it's just paint on canvas. Oh, Lang Wei smiled faintly. Her hands still lightly resting on the edge of the frame. Mr. Hargrove, she said softly, the price is not for the paint on the canvas. It's for the 20 years I have dedicated to mastering my craft. It is for the days spent studying the kois and the night sketching until my hands ached, and the emotion woven into every brushstroke. The painting is not just an image, it's a story. It's a piece of my spirit. The price reflects not only the art itself, but the journey that led to the creation. There was a long pause. Mr. Hargrove absorbed her words. Slowly his expression changed and softened. You're right, he said, his voice filled with new appreciation. I see it now. It's not just a painting. It is something far greater. Forgive me for undervaluing it. Lang Wei nodded gratefully, but not surprised. For every piece of art, there is a lesson. not only for the creator, but for those who behold it. And in that studio atop the Sunlight Hill, another story found its way in place in the world. What we gather from this story is that study, observation, practice is important in building and advancing our personal character. We also find that in crafting work, the amount of time we put into it and the results we acquire are rarely in balance. As Thomas Edison expressed, success is 90% perspiration and 10% inspiration. You know, quality isn't based on the amount of time invested, and rarely is equality our goal. Growth and experience are the crucial building blocks of life that we're desirous of obtaining. Never feel remorseful for added learning, because every work contains a portion of that lifetime and of your experience. We've ascertained that enhancing our personality, ourself, improves our self-confidence and our communication skills. These aptitudes reflect in our own photographs with more authenticity in our opinion and how we feel about what we see. We're able to experiment liberally with new methods of expression. We may also create pictures which evokes emotional passion, which we hold dear. We can feel free to express beauty as we appreciate it. Well, here's a picture expressing beauty as we see it, or experimenting with new methods, such as merging multiple images. Yep. Developing ourself benefits each of us in many ways. We become more informed. We become more interesting. And we create more expressive opinions. We totally eclipse the tortured genius and that one teetering on madness. To find a generous stability in our lives with a stunning change of heart. We learn to create more imaginable ways. We find that there are no right time to create. There's no perfect strategy to create, nor is there any perfect camera lens equipment perfect for creating. It's the journey, and it's yours, and yours alone. It's a way. It may not be the way. Don't compare your path with any other. Remember, there's no single route to making fine photographs. Art is about the maker. That's what we're trying to do. Make ourselves a better person to express these opinions. While we cannot command lightning bolts to arrive on cue, we can control ourselves and the space around us. We accomplish all this by preparing beforehand. Now is the time for each of us to become the greatest creative conduit we can become. I hope this makes sense to you. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I hope you take this to heart, to build yourself, to fulfill your dreams. Well, our friends, we beseech you to join with us. Subscribe, ring that bell, and give us a giant thumbs up. Now, our time has elapsed for today. We've tried to offer some suggestions that will help you not only change your life, but will also change your heart. We anticipate that if you place yourself in a passionate creative mode, you will capture cracking great images all the time. Seek the impossible, our friends, and you'll never be disappointed. Matt and I salute you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for helping us build value into our channel. Consult a friend. Share this with them. See if they can't find new meaning in their lives. Build themselves to a higher level. And all of us become better at what we do. So, until we meet here again on camera, it's a tip of my hat to you. And cheerio.